Hey, I'm Greg Batla, and we're here on the campus of Southern Adventist University in College Dale, Tennessee, where we're about to take a group of students on a mission trip to Costa Rica. This is Missions Today.
We are finally about to go to the last class, and then it's off to Costa Rica.
Right now I'm just grabbing some last second clothes. We're leaving for Costa Rica in a little bit, and I haven't packed.
I'm excited and very, very scared. It'll be my first mission trip.
I'm really excited. I've been praying about this a lot. I know a lot of people have been, and a lot of people will continue to.
I've heard stories of tropical paradise with jungles and rainforests.
Well, I'm in Costa Rica. I expect God to just show me that what I believe is true, and that the people that I'm there, I can bless them, but not just bless them, but they can bless me.
Evangelism it's just an awesome opportunity to share the gospel, and it's gonna be fun too. In Costa Rica.
To prepare for the trip, I've done a lot of praying, because it's just all a little overwhelming.
From my perspective, I just would hope and pray that there would be true conversion experiences, there would be either people that have never known the love of Jesus before that would come to know him.
Our team is here in the bustling metropolis of San Jose, Costa Rica, which has a population of nearly 5 million people. In this beautiful country, the trademark phrase is pura vida, which has profound meaning to the local people. It basically means that no matter what you have or how simply you may live, this is the life. Be happy with it. We're here to share that sentiment, but to take it one step further. We're here to share saving grace.
I loved construction. I wanted to go every day for this last week, but I wasn't able to. Construction was one of my favorite days. I got to work with John Youngberg and a couple of the other students.
So the construction site, that's where I worked from 8:30 in the morning until 2:30 in the afternoon.
I've never been on a construction site before, so it was interesting to see these giant holes which would soon be filled with concrete and be created into a hallway, and then a building would be built on top of it. So that was really cool for me. Most of the days I've been here at the construction site helping, and we're making long cages with rebar and tying them together with wire. And today we were putting them all down and just making sure everything's level before the cement's poured.
Let me tell you, I love getting my hands dirty. This isn't a sad story where I'm like, oh man, I had to do construction. I loved it. I had to get my hands dirty, I worked those muscles, I dug dirt out of the ground. It was amazing, and the people that I worked with.
We are making metal cages, and so right now we're making the frame for it, and then once it's all laid out, we tie it together with little metal strings.
Okay, let's move these apart now. Go ahead and let's stop lifting them all up at one time, spread them out.
Thunder! Sorry.
I feel like I could have done more, but to actually help build the foundation is pretty cool.
It's really exciting. We've been working here for almost 2 weeks now, and it was a lot of work getting the cages ready, but now that the cement's down, there's a whole bunch of blocks that they brought in yesterday, and it's really exciting to see.
But this was a very difficult site to work with, and we did it really. I'm very pleased with what we got accomplished. So we give all the credit to God. We didn't have any rain issues at all during the project. We had some cave-ins because of rain overnight, but we never stopped the job an hour early or anything because of rain. We were able to just work the whole time we were here. They worked so hard. We have a lot of sunburn casualties, but we got a lot done.
What are we doing?
We're going to Cardano!
Doing what?
To for a clinic
What are we gonna do at our clinic?
to help heal people and give them glasses.
I've been in pharmacy, I've been with the doctors, I have done vitals, and I've simply just sat and played with kids. We get shuffled around like crazy to just kind of fit the needs, so like they say, we have to be flexible.
We have been conducting medical clinics here in Costa Rica. We've had different doctors that have come in at different times. Usually they're general practice or they're optometrists. I've been working with a specific doctor from Costa Rica. Her name is Yvette. She's really young. She's 24. She is a general practice doctor, and she's awesome. She speaks enough English, and I speak enough Spanish that we're able to communicate. And the patients will come in, and we see them. She just turns her paper right over, does like just a general medical like consult with them, asks them anything about what's going on in their lives.
I'm just like helping out here because this is my church. I mean, it's interesting because my major is nursing, so I'm actually experiencing the clinical stuff.
I came here expecting to learn like a ton of new medical diagnoses and treatments and get to do a lot of cool things. And instead, I'm getting to know people's names. I'm getting to know like their families, like Hasiel and like where he lives and what his family does and what they struggle with, and it's just been the biggest blessing.
I have been doing children's programs at night. I know a couple things about working with children because I have been studying teaching at Southern Adventist University for 4 years. And my professors have taught me different techniques to help them stay focused and keep calm and just also get excited about what they're learning.
My kids are amazing. They run from 3 to 9 and they're the smartest kids I've ever talked to, interacted with. I just see them and I'm like, what? And they talk to me. They tell me stories every day about they did this, and I'm like, you don't know me and you're talking to me? And they're like, yeah, you seem pretty enough, I'll talk to you. And I'm like, whoa, these kids are amazing.
It's really cool because I personally find connecting with kids easier. And so it's just awesome to see like the influence that they have, because I've seen so many kids bring other kids from the neighborhood to sing with us, to listen to the stories, and then sometimes their parents start going to the meetings too, which is super powerful.
My purpose for being in San Jose on this trip is to preach the gospel. Doing 19 sermons in a church right near San Jose and preaching the doctrines, preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Came on this mission trip so I could be a speaker. As a speaker, my church is the Ejercicio a la Abuelita, where I speak every evening. And on Sabbath, we especially have 2 services, so everyone in the community can come and join us.
I gotta say, the first night I was a little bit nervous
and I read a lot from the computer. But as it went on, I got into a place where I was comfortable, and I just felt the Lord using me. And this has been the best experience of my life. I have to say that I have seen God working here in people's lives more than I ever have in my entire life in the United States. I've seen people struggling with things that have overcome them. I've seen people come to 3 meetings and get baptized. And that's only the Holy Spirit. That's not because of me. We have an 11-year-old girl who made a decision to be baptized and to come to the meetings. And we had a request to go visit with her mother. And through discussions, we found out that the girl's grandmother wasn't happy about her decision, was causing issues within the family. And as we talked with her, the mother was supportive of her, and we ended up actually getting her to come to the meetings. And she came to 3 meetings. That was 3 days ago, and today she made a decision and was baptized. So it was really incredible. In Costa Rica, the spiritual battle is so much more real, and it's impacted me to see how Satan tries to discourage, but how God is so much more powerful. Through whether healing when people are sick or bringing people off the streets with chance happenings to come hear a meeting about God who had never been in church before.
It's a life-changing experience. Do it at least once in their life, and if they like it, they'll love it and they'll come again. But it's something that you cannot describe in words.
Things that I say to people and tell them, affecting them to make a decision for the Lord and seeing that God is able to use me, there's no greater feeling. I had 13 people baptized because of what I was saying, and those 13 people could turn around and reach more people and more people and more people, and who knows where that will end, but it all began right here.
I just finished talking to the lady right here, and this is a story she told me. Basically, she's moved here on her own. She's dug the dirt out with her kids and herself. They've thrown this little shack up. The neighbor has been very kind to them and given them a hand where he could. At the same time, she's been caring for her daughter, which is a young lady with a green hat on, or the green bandana around her head that is going through chemotherapy right now. And the lady basically expressed a deep faith in God. She's praying that God will take care of this cancer situation, and that they're hoping that when they go back to the hospital that the doctors will tell her that her daughter's been healed.
I thank God that you're helping me, for giving us something that will be better for my children.
We're going to widen the house out on this side. We're going to add a toilet so that she has her own toilet. There is a sewer line running right through here that's connected to the city sewer system, and we're going to give her a little sink in the house, and then we're going to try to extend the house this way with the roof, and we're going to dig down and do a retaining wall that'll shed the water around into the gully here so that she doesn't have water running through the house when it rains. So we've got about a week's worth of afternoons over here to make this happen, but we're gonna do that.
This is just absolutely incredible. I mean, sometimes we do these huge things for tons of people, build churches, build schools, do medical clinics for hundreds, sometimes thousands of people. But just to come here and to be able to witness and help one family in particular, and just really dial in and to their needs and do what we can to help. This is just amazing. I can't actually believe that I'm getting to witness God at work through our team members helping this family. It's incredible.
The number of young people at our church really impressed me. The majority of the church seem to be around 20 to 30. Maggie told me today that her dad came for the first time to church and really enjoyed it, as well as her brother, who has never come to church before. So the fields are white for harvest here in Costa Rica, and all over the world. He's just calling on us to reap what already has been sown.
Are you ready for your own mission experience? Join us on a Quiet Hour Ministries mission trip. Get started right now at qhministries.org. You can preach the gospel, lead children's outreach, help with construction, or serve in medical clinics. And keep in touch with us online. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at QH Ministries. Is God calling you to the mission field? Then join us in sharing His saving grace.
Hi, I'm Kat Kistler, and this is Missions Today, and we're in Costa Rica. Are we in Costa Rica?
I've been replaced. I don't have a job anymore. Nice job.
Higher than the sky, your everlasting love is higher, higher, higher than the sky, higher than the sky.
Tell us about the food.
It's delicious. The woman who cooks for us at my church is probably the best, no offense. Mangoes all day.
None taken. None taken.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Well, the favorite part this time is to interact with the students, and I've been doing that every day, especially with the speakers. And it's been exciting to be able to mentor them and to help them out in their sermon preparation, and just to get better acquainted with these students from all walks of life.
I'm in charge of VBS and I'm all by myself, and I like it a lot. It's just harder when I'm trying to control them and I can't speak their language, so I'm trying to learn certain words to calm them down. But I love them, they're so sweet, and they give me kisses all the time.
What's been your favorite part of the trip?
Definitely the kids. They've been really awesome and fun. Whether they're cool.
Today we're taking a little break from this heavy, strenuous week that we've already had. So we're going on an excursion to the rainforest.
I love roller coasters and I'm a thrill seeker, so going through the air and having the wind in my face was awesome. I loved it. Even though I was screaming, like I was scared, I was having a great time.
Greg Balla here on a zip line in Costa Rica! This is awesome!
I really enjoyed that. We got to see a bunch of crocodiles and some iguanas running around, and it was really fun, and it was a really nice way to see some of the countryside.
I was in high school in Taiwan when I was studying Bibles. When I came to Southern, I want to be baptized. I have been studying Bibles with another student, and then I just got baptized before, like 2 weeks before this trip. The reason I want to hear is I just want to share God's love. That was really amazing that to see there is one more people getting baptized, and then more people just make their choice to get baptized after him, and then to accept Jesus.
I decided to leave behind my worldly life. It is better to follow Jesus because in this moment I feel like a different person. I feel reborn in the Spirit, and I think that following Jesus is the best decision anyone can make in this world.
I am so glad to see Guillermo get baptized just like I did to follow Jesus' love. Because I was here to preach and then to let everyone to hear the Jesus message, and then it was really glad to see that people just accept Jesus through my preach, and then to accept him.
Today, we're heading off to La Gloria, which is a market where we will be finding all the things that we need. Today we're looking for things as like blankets, clothing, shoes for children. We're helping a family, and the mother's a single mother, and her name is Wendy.
We're shopping for 3 boys, and so we're trying to find something that will last a while. And we bought them hoodies. And then we have 3 little girls, and we also got them little hoodies. And now we're going to try to find something special for Delilah because she's the one that has the cancer. So we want something that will make her feel special.
So it's 5:30 in the morning, and Wendy and her daughter are getting ready. So we're the house is right behind us, so we're about to go. We had super early today, and the reason why is because we're gonna take Wendy and Delilah to the hospital. She will be getting her chemo medicine today, and also doing some blood tests just to make sure she's getting better. So we're about to go pick them up. So we're right here at her house, and the house is behind us, and as you can see there's some construction as well because we're expanding the house, and they're getting ready. So Wendy and her daughter will be out in just a second. She was telling us that her heart is still strong and she can hold all the chemo, as well as her veins are doing well, so she doesn't have to have an operation anytime soon. Before she used to get chemo every single day, but now she only gets chemo sometimes, and we're hoping that she'll stop, chemo will stop for her.
We've come to an orphanage today, and the group is going to be giving presents out to all the kids here. They age and range of ages from 1 all the way up to about 14. And we're just going to be hanging out with them today and spending some time with them, and hopefully sharing Jesus' love with them.
And like every orphanage, you just love the children, and they love you back. And this is one of the highlights of our trips that we take with Quiet Hour Ministries. And it always impacts your heart. You just want to embrace every child. You want to bring them home. And if you want to have the joy of your life, you come with us on a mission trip. This is what it's all about. Just embracing the children, loving the children. They love you back.
We gathered all the children, and we all got in a circle, and so each student from Southern got to sit with them and just interact as we did the story and we sang.
And we're just having a good time here with the children, and it's been a memorable experience. We've been able to bring some good things for the children and to assist the orphanage here. This is something that we enjoy doing, and it's important to us to do it around the globe.
I was raised in a Christian home and grew up in a Christian environment. Went to private Christian schools my whole life until I graduated from high school. And after high school at 18, I ended up leaving the church, and I ended up making a lot of bad choices that affected not only me but my family and hurt people I love. I prayed a prayer to God, and I said, Lord, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in my life. I've tried this, and none of it is making me happy. What do you want for me in my life? Being on this trip and getting to meet the people from Quiet Hour and connecting with them and the local conference here, I've just been blessed to see that no matter where we are in the world, that we're all doing the Lord's work and that we're all a team. And I wouldn't change this experience for the world. There was an older gentleman that we visited that he asked a lot of questions. Some people that we visit, they don't ask as many detailed questions. This guy was asking me very, very detailed biblical things. And through that process, he made a decision to be baptized in that visit, which was amazing. And I found out a couple of days later, he spoke with the pastor and he said that night that he had a nightmare and that demons were haunting him and he was being attacked by the devil.
and he had insomnia for 3 days. And he couldn't sleep, and the devil was attacking him and attacking him. And we prayed, and it finally stopped. And today he was baptized.
Working with VBS, I didn't plan to do when I came here, but it's been really rich. Today I saw 2 of our little boys go up and take an altar call during church, and that touched my heart. You don't think the kids are listening, but they really are. I have 2 little girls that gave Cheryl and I a homemade card, and they were recent baptized. They're up today, and it's just rich. There's a bunch of little kids. We told them we're going to meet them in heaven.
I'm going to say that Pastor Ulises is part of the Bible workers and the pastors that Quiet Hour hired to prepare the soil for these campaigns, and I'm very happy to have him on my team.
Today has become a climax to so many people, including Delia and her mother, Wendy. And we had the opportunity to anoint her. She's been suffering from cancer, and we gave him an opportunity today to bring healing to her body. And that's what was witnessed. That's what we entered into in a very special way in anointing her body today.
Wendy, I'm representing the larger group. Not me as a person, or her as an individual, but the larger group that came from the United States. We want to give you these few things. And I want to tell you that we brought you 7 beds, 3 bunk beds for the kids, and a regular one for you. We want you to know that this is not from us. It is from God.
My wish for Wendy and Wendy's whole family is for all of them just to know that the God in heaven just loves them, and that He wants to be with them, and that He wants to hold them in their hands. And I just want them to have that peace before I leave Costa Rica, that there's someone that loves them. I believe that during this circumstances that she wants to follow God, and she knows that time is short and that anything could happen, so I know that she wants that in her life.
We have seen God at work in so many ways during our time here in Costa Rica. From the decisions that were made for Christ to the hundreds that we were able to help in our medical clinics. From the children that learn new songs and stories about Jesus to the former Buddhist who was baptized just 2 weeks ago and is now sharing the Word of God. God certainly used our team here. But one of the things that touched me the most was how we were able to reach into the lives of Wendy and her 6 children and bless them in such a tangible and meaningful way. That was an experience I'll never forget. Join us next time on Missions Today. Hey, so we've got this really cool contest going on right now. You could be chosen to go with us on an all-expenses-paid mission trip. So head over to qhministries.org/contest to post a video as to why you should be chosen.